Hello students, hi, how are you? कैसी है जनता? So, ready for another session on mental ability targeting NTSE. Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon. कैसे हैं आप लोग? Good afternoon, Varda Jagati. चलिए, so let's move on to the session now. Okay, hello Vijay. How are you all? Okay, so from my side, Pranam, Namaste, Sat Shri Akal, good afternoon to all those who were eagerly waiting for this session or who were targeting or who are targeting NTSE stage 1 or 2. We are going to cover few of the important questions for NTSE. Those will be helpful for stage 1 and stage 2 both. Many states have got their exam tomorrow. So my best wishes to all those who are having their exam tomorrow. So all these questions are important for tomorrow's exam also. So be prepared for the same, and we are going to solve around 8 to 9 questions today. I am fine. How are you, Vijaya? Chaliye, so let's start with the session now. I hope everyone is ready, notebooks are ready, pen is ready, you are ready to solve. So now we can move on to the session, right? Hello, cool Shreya. Hello, Balaji. How are you? कैसे हैं आप लोग? चलिए फटाफट थोड़े से थम्स अप बता दीजिए, थोड़े से स्माइली बना दीजिए ताकि मुझे पता चले कि एवरीवन इज अवेक, कहीं जनता सो तो नहीं गई, राइट? सो प्लीज शो मी सम सिंबल सो दैट आई नो. हेलो ऑल, हेलो ऑल. हेलो क्रिश, हेलो प्रियंका, नमस्ते. हेलो दित्य, कैसे हैं आप लोग सभी? चलिए, we need to cover few questions today. Hello Rajan, what's your question बच्चे? I missed your question, please ask again. Okay, चलिए, fine Priyanka. We are starting with the session and we are starting with the most important question today, which is in concern to cubes. Now, cubes is one such topic which requires lot of visibility in your brain actually, and you need to think about the diagram or think about the possibilities, and then you need to solve that question. So I am starting with a question which is from cubes. It is one of the most important questions, I would say, right, for both stage 1 and stage 2, and most of the books are not in habit of giving the explanation for the same. So I shall be sharing the explanation for the same. Right, please note it down, please copy it down, and most importantly, it's very important कि आपको वो समझ आए. तो try to grasp it. If you are not in position to grasp it, do watch the session again or do go for playback. Right? चलिए. Okay, fine. Everyone is ready. So we are also ready to start. We are moving on to the first question. Please have a look at the first question. So first question is in concern to cubes. So it says that we have got 3 different faces of a cube are painted in 3 different colors, red, green and blue. This cube is now cut into 216 small but identical cubes. So the first most important thing is that 216 cubes are there. That means the final cube is 6 by 6 by 6. So what we are creating right now is, this is 6 by 6 by 6 cube. So it's a question of 6 by 6 by 6 cube. This is known to us. Now what he says, we have got 3 colors, red, green and blue. This cube is cut into this. What are the least and the largest number of small cubes? Means there are 2 questions embedded in a single question. That's why you can see the options also. There are two numbers in the option, right? So it's an important question. Not only that, the methodology is very important. You need to remember that. You need to apply on other questions also. So what is the question? The question says you have got 3 colors. We are not aware that on which all faces those three colors are there. He says we need to paint 3 faces and we are looking for least and the maximum cubes, means 2 answers, which have got only 1 face painted. Only 1 face painted. सिर्फ एक face उनका paint होना चाहिए. Please read the question again. That is, it says exactly 1 face painted. Exactly 1 face painted. सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक face paint होना चाहिए. So बहुत important question है. और given क्या है? We have got 3 colors. Could be any 3 colors, red, green and blue, right? Chaliye, so let's start with the explanation now. It is very important. Okay, people are posting the answers 64 and 81. We will check that means क्या आंसर बनता है, but उससे पहले अब एक बार explanation देखिए और उसके बाद हम इसको आगे बढ़ाएंगे, right? Fine. Okay, so answer is 75 and 84. आप में से किसी ने आंसर बताया था, but that is not matching with the answer. But कैसे? How to solve this? That is more important than this 75 and 84 answer, I guess. So let's have a look. So here it is. We are moving on to a 6 by 6 by 6 cube, which has got 3 face painted. And what was our question? The question was having 2 parts. The first part was that it should have the least and the largest, means कम से कम और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा. So we are starting with the first case, that is least. We are trying to paint our cube in such a manner so that the number of cubes with one face painted are least in number, are very small in number, right? चलिए. So this is the first case. Now please pay attention to this. Whenever you have to paint 3 faces and you are looking for least number of cubes, the only way or the best way is to paint 3 mutually perpendicular faces. I repeat, the best way is to paint 3 mutually perpendicular faces, as I have done, right? You can see red, green and blue are there. This blue is appearing like black right now. So what I have done is I am looking for least number of cubes and I have painted 3 mutually perpendicular faces, 3 mutually perpendicular faces. Now I need to count. I need to explain to you that why the answer is 75 in this case and why the answer will be 84 in the other case, and what is the other case. So firstly, let's explore this case. So let's start with this. 75, जब least का question आया तो answer बना 75. कैसे बना जरा देखें. We are looking for all those faces which have got only one face painted. Well, this is one face painted, one face painted, one face painted, one face. This is a common thing. We all know that cubes at the middle of the face are always one face painted. So these are really very easy to count, right ना? बहुत आसान है count करने. But क्योंकि ये special है तो obviously solving भी थोड़ी सी special है. But आपको समझाने के लिए मैं थोड़े से पहले cubes mark कर रहा हूं so that at least 48 cubes are visible to you. At least 48 cubes are visible to you. 16 from each face, right? This is a very common thing. So these are the cubes which are having one face. But abhi aur bhi hai. We need to add more now. But I'm just showing you that if it's a normal cube with 3 face painted, right? So it looks like this, and we have just marked those cubes which have got one face painted. We are going to mark more. So let's go step by step. We are focusing center pieces. Center pieces. Center mein jo square banate hain. I have already marked those. They are 48 in number. Why 48? Each face is contributing 16. Each face is contributing 16. So I hope that is clear to all. 16, 16, 16. The total is 48. So that is done. Now I am focusing the second variety. The second variety, very important variety. What is that? That is edge pieces. Edge pieces. Now if you look at these pieces, these have got 2 face painted or 3 face painted. So they are not required. These are not required, right? These are not required. They are not in our favor. But there is something which is in our favor, which is that the lower one. If you see this, these four, they have got only one face painted. Why? The bottom face is white. The bottom face has got no paint. The bottom face has got no paint. Similarly, if you look at these, again, they have got only one face painted, the other side has got no paint. Similarly, if you look at this, it has got one face painted, the other face has got no paint. Similarly, if you look at this, it has got paint on one edge only. Similarly, you look at this, it has got paint on one face only. Similarly, if you look at this, they have got paint on only one face. So how many are these? If you count, 8 on this side, 8 on this side, 8 on this side. So if you see 8 into 3, 24 more are there. These are coming from the edge. These are coming from the edge. Now we need to focus the last variety, that is corner. Generally, corner used to contribute a cube with 3 face painted. But in this case, this is the only cube with 3 face painted. If you will look at this cube, it will be having 2 face painted. If you will be looking at this cube, it will be having 2 face painted. If you will be looking at this cube, it will be having 2 face painted. But there are 3 cubes which have got only 1 face painted and which are at the corner. This one, and this one. Have a look. It has got only one face painted green, only one face painted red, only one face painted blue. So that means 3 more are going to get added up, 3 corner pieces. So the total is 48, 24 and 3. That gives you 75. That gives you 75. So this is one of the most important questions of cubes actually, right? And you need to remember that whenever he is asking for least number of cubes which have got one face painted, you need to paint 3 mutually perpendicular faces. You need to paint 3 mutually perpendicular faces. So that was part 1. That was part 1. I hope ये काफियों को clear होगा. Although it's a difficult question, but I still assume that people are very intelligent. They would be knowing this. So quickly let me know. कितनों को समझ आ गया the first part of the question? Please show me some thumbs up, some smiley, so that I know that you have got the first part, so that I can move on to the second part. The second part is that we need to look for maximum pieces with one face painted. Okay. Fine. So I'm moving on to the second part. So what was the second part? The second part was that how many cubes will have one face painted, and we are looking for maximum cubes, right? So मैं अभी second part पे चल रहा हूँ. Yup. The second is 84. The maximum is 84, and that will happen when you will paint a cube in a strip, like one face, second face and third face, like a belt, right? Continuously. So what I've done over here is I've continuously painted 3 faces of a cube. 2 are visible to you. The other face, this face, has got green, right? So this is our assumption that this has got green. चलिए इसको दोबारा से लिख लेते हैं इस तरफ से. Right? These 3 surfaces are in continuation. Right? They are in continuation. Now, in this case, we shall be getting maximum number of cubes. जरा check करें कितने बनते हैं ये. Now, the maximum is 84. That is known to you now. You know the answer now. But again, we need to focus 3. We are starting with the red face. हम सिर्फ red face से पहले शुरुआत करते हैं कि वहां से ऐसे कितने cube मिलने वाले हैं जो हमारे फेवर में जा रहे हैं, which have got only one face painted. So please pay attention to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these cubes have got only one face painted, and that face is red in color. Right? The bottom is having no color. Because there are only 3 faces. 2 are visible. The third is hidden on that side. Right? So red has contributed how many? That is 30. 30. 6 into 5, 30. Similarly, if you will talk of the other face, green, that is the hidden face. This is the hidden face, not visible. Hidden face green. Again, it will be contributing 30. Right? So दोनों parallel faces जो हैं वो 30 contribute करेंगे. Now we need to move on to the third face, which is on the top, which is blue in color. I repeat, for those who have just joined in, we are solving the most important question of cubes. The most important question of cubes, जिसका explanation बहुत सारी books में नहीं given. The question is that there is a 6 by 6 by 6 cube, and you have got 3 colors. You need to paint it. Then what will be the maximum and the minimum number of cubes which will have one face painted? First part we have already done, that is minimum wala, which was 75. Now we are solving maximum wala. And I have just shared, if you are looking for maximum number of such cubes, you need to paint 3 surfaces in continuation, 1, 2 and 3, right? So 2 are visible, the other is 3. The first face is contributing 30. The hidden face is also contributing 30. Now we are going to focus the blue face. In the blue face, if you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these edges are having cubes which have got blue and red. That edge is having a cube which is having blue and green. So they are not in our favor. So which all are in our favor? You can check. 6, 6, 6, 6. 24 are in our favor. 24 are in our favor. So what is the total now? That is 30, 30 and 24. So what is that? 84. So when you are painting a cube with 3 colors and you want to maximize the pieces which have got only one face painted, then please go in line. And when you are looking for minimum faces, go for mutually perpendicular faces. Mutually perpendicular faces. So I hope ये काफियों को clear होगा, right? Okay, I guess Tamil Nadu का कल paper है, Gabriel, right? You got an exam tomorrow? If yes, post yes. And for all those जिनको ये question समझ आ गया, all those who are clear with this question, please show me some thumbs up and smileys so that I know that you are done with this question. आपको ये समझ आ गया. White is not a color. White means blank. White is not a color. White is just blank. There were 3 colors. 3 colors were red, blue and green. 3 colors were red, blue and green. Those were the 3 colors. White means blank. White means blank. Right? Okay, Usha, all the best and do well. You will be rocking tomorrow's paper. Need not to worry. Right? Chali. So let's move ahead. Okay, next question की तरफ चलते हैं. So this is one of the most important questions of cubes. I'm moving on to the next question, right? We are solving questions which are important for NTSE Stage 1 and Stage 2. So if you are an NTSE Stage 1 aspirant, it will be helpful for you. If you are targeting NTSE Stage 2 on 14th of February and you are a +1 student, means all those who have qualified last year, even then it is good. If you are a current student who is already done with Stage 1 and is waiting for Stage 2, right? That will be happening in June, even then it is good for you. So keep watching. Let's move on to the next question now. Okay, now next question is from number puzzle. अरे आप लोगों का favorite है, I know that, right? Options are also there. So the question says if 12 into 12 is 9, if 12 into 12 is 9, 23 into 23 is 16, 34 into 34 क्या होगा? That is the question. I repeat, question says if 12 into 12 is 9, 23 into 23 is 16, what will be 34 into 34? Quickly. Options are also there. Let me show you the options. $175 Madhya Pradesh बच्चे, I can't say about this, seems to be a borderline case, but positively borderline. Okay, people are posting answer as 25. Okay, let's have a look at the question once again. 12 into 12 is 9, 23 into 23 is 16, 34 into 34 is dash. Okay, 25 is the answer. Gabriel, result will take time. Generally, result comes out for all those, when paper used to happen in November, result used to come out in the mid of January, generally, right, for Stage 1. But it varies from state to state. And this time, paper is happening on different dates, so no one can say when the result will be coming out, but need not to worry. Generally, in 1.5 months or 1 month, the result goes out. Okay, now people are posting answer as 25, 13. Okay, 2 answers are there. 25 means B option, 13 means C option. Let's solve this. Let's solve the second question for the day. Now, 12 into 12. We all know what is 12 into 12, right? What is 12 into 12? That is 144. And here comes the hint. 144. 1 plus 4 plus 4. That gives you 9. That means it is nothing but the sum of the digits of the given product. It is nothing but the sum of the digits of the given product. जो नंबर दे रखे हैं उनके प्रोडक्ट का जो आंसर है उसी का ये सम है. Nothing special about this. I hope that is clear to all. एक बार दोबारा से देख लीजिए इसको फटाफट. चलिए, so the answer is 13. Answer is 13. 13 is absolutely right. 13 सही आंसर है, but देखिए कैसे. So आपके सामने है 12 into 12 is 144. The sum of 144 is 9. 23 into 23 is 529. 529. So that is 9, 5, 14, 16. Right? And then we have got 34 into 34, which is 1156. Right? So that is 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 6. Right? So that is again 13. I hope that is clear to all. सबको समझ आ गया होगा ये अच्छे से. बताइए फटाफट. Is this okay to all? Okay, Vijay, very good. अगर आपका आंसर सही है तो that's great to know. I hope clear. अरे भाई साथ साथ थोड़े thumbs up दिखा दिया करो ताकि मुझे पता चल जाए question is done so that I could move on to the next question, right? We are moving on to the third question. Today we shall be solving around 8 to 9 questions. We are moving on to the third question. The first one was the lengthiest question because it was having 2 parts. We are done with 2 questions now. For all those who have just joined in, at least 6 to 7 more questions are pending, right? So be there. Let's move on to the question now. Okay, so let's move on to this. Let's move on to this question now. What is the question? The question says, if we write counting from 1 till 100, then for how many times will the digit 5 will appear? अगर हम 1 से 100 तक counting लिखें, तो digit 5 कितनी बार आएगा? That we need to check. I repeat once again. If we write counting from 1 to 100, तो digit 5 कितनी बार आएगा? Well, the funda which we are going to learn from this will be applicable on many other questions which are lengthier. This is a very short question. This is a very short question. Why? Because we know that 1 to 100 when we are writing, where is 5? 5 is at the units place or 5 is at the tens place. At the units place, 5 occurs at 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 and so on, right? Till 95. How many times? 10 times. 5 occurs on tens place, where it is 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, up till 59. How many times? 10 times. So what is the total? So the total is, that is 20 times. The total is 20 times, and some people are posting 19 as the answer. The answer is 20. The answer is 20. Have a look. I will explain. I hope. Yes, answer is 20, and I hope I'm having a table to explain. Very good. Now please pay attention. Whenever he asks for any digit, always firstly check that digit is occurring on which all places: units place, tens place and hundreds place. So if I start from the units place, you can see where is 5. This is just for the sake of explanation. In the exam you need not to draw till 100. It will take a lot of time. Just conceptualize it. देखिए इसको ध्यान से. So at the units place you can see 10 times. Then moving on to the tens place. On the tens place you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the 10. And the 10th, right? Done. So that means, what about hundreds place? 0, anda, shunya. So what is the total? 20. So what is more important? This cycle will be getting repeated for every 100. For every 100. So if I will change this question, now please pay attention to this. If I change the question that if instead of 1 to 100, you are writing up till 1 to 500. You are writing up to 1 to 500. Then what will be your answer? Fatavat. I repeat, if instead of 1 to 100, you are writing till 1 to 500, then what will be your answer? Arey wah, maza aa gaya. Very good, Rahul. Very good, very good, very good. Look, bache, if you are writing from 1 to 500, we have got 1 to 100. We have got 100, 1 to 200. We have got 200, 1 to 2. That is 300. We have got 300, 1 to 400, right? In this manner, you have got, and the next is 400 to 499. There are 5 cycles. There are 5 cycles. Each cycle is contributing 20. So 5 cycles will be contributing 100, right? I repeat once again. चलिए मैं दोबारा से explain करता हूं आपको. थोड़ा सा space देखिए. You are writing from 1 till 99. How many 5s are there? 100 लिख भी लेंगे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, right? Answer will be 20. From 100 to 199, again there will be 20. Why 20? You would be having 5 at 105, 115, 125, 135 till 195, and you would be having 5 at tens place, 150, 151, 152 up till 159. So 20. Similarly, 200 to 299. Chali. So that is 300 to 399. Well, that's great. I was not aware how to rub this. I have used that rubbing skill today for the first time. So that is 20. Now look here. We are done with 499, and what is the total? That is 100. Now if you will write 500, 500 will contribute 5 at the units place. So that is 101. So the total is 101. I hope that is clear to all. People are writing 125. Jaya, why you are writing 125? But now your answer is 101 is perfect. तो बताइए जिनको ये 101 क्लियर है, फटाफट थोड़े थम्स अप बनाइए और थोड़े स्माइली बनाइए ताकि मुझे क्लियर हो जाए, राइट? क्विकली. 101 is perfectly okay. Quickly let me know with your smileys and with your thumbs up so that I know Okay, we are moving on to the next question now. Please have a look. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Now the next question says, oh, this is in concern to clocks, and it is again one of the important questions with a shortcut. The question says a clock shows 5:45. A plane mirror is kept on the right of the clock with its plane perpendicular to the face of the clock. What will be shown by the mirror image? Mirror image क्या time दिखाएगा? Now the original time you can see is how much is 5:45, and the options are. Okay, Tamil Circuit, all the best if it is your NTSE exam tomorrow, right? 6:15, very good. C option, very good. Look students, now this question is one such question which requires a lot of assumption. The right answer for this question is none of these. The right answer to this question is none of these, but when we are solving, we go for so many assumptions. That's why your answer is perfectly okay. That's why your answer 6:15 is perfectly okay. It is NTSE stage 2 question. देखिए क्यों? So let's suppose you are drawing a clock and you are saying, let's suppose the time is 9. The time is 9, and you are placing a mirror, and then you are checking. Right? So right? So you would be having a mirror image like this. Now if it is 9 here, it shows 3 here. I hope that is clear to all. Now what is the assumption? What is the assumption? The first assumption is that there are no numbers. There are no numbers in the clock, because if you will put numbers, right, 1, 2, 3, then obviously numbers would also be having a mirror image. If numbers will be having a mirror image, then obviously clock won't be telling us the time as 3. But in general, whenever they ask you such a question, all you have to do is you have to subtract the given time from 12. Means if they say the original time is 9, to get onto the answer, you need not to even draw the diagram. Just subtract 9 from 12. What's your answer? 3. Similarly, when he is saying the time is 5:45, when he says the time is 5:45, you just subtract 5:45 from 12. You just subtract 5:45 from 12. So अगर आप 5:45 12 में से माइनस करेंगे तो you will land up at obviously 6:15. You will land up at answer at 6:15, जो आप सब ने बिल्कुल सही बताया, awesome बताया, सही बताया. So I repeat once again, whenever you are having such a question, you just need to subtract the time from 12. You just need to subtract the time from 12. मैं दोबारा से थोड़ा सा explain कर रहा हूं, देखिए ध्यान से. Answer is 6:15, and all you have to do is you have to subtract the time from 12. I hope that is clear to you. एक बार दोबारा से देखिए. I am giving you one more example. Okay, have a look. Let's suppose the time is 4. Let's suppose the time is 4 p.m. or 4 a.m., right? And now when you are drawing the mirror image, it will be like this, right? And anyone will say what will be the time? 8, because it is clear from the image also that time is 8, but you need not to draw the image, you just need to subtract the time from 12. So if the time is 4, just subtract that from the 12, you are landing up at what? That is 8. I hope that is clear to all. जिनको clear है थोड़े से thumbs up बनाइए, थोड़े से smiley बनाइए, ताकि ये आप लोगों को clear हो जाए बिल्कुल से फटाफट, और मुझे clear हो जाए कि आपको clear है. Right. Okay. So we are done with 4 or 5 questions. One question of that arrangements is pending. Actually, I was about to skip that question, right? Because I was aware that will take a lot of space. But in any case, वो अच्छे से आपको नहीं समझ आया होगा. That I am sure, right? Because I was not in position to draw both the diagrams which are required for that. But चलिए, अभी हम 4-5 question कर चुके हैं, right? So let's move on to the next one. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Okay. Very nice question. He says, and it is again NTSE stage 2 question, paper में आ रखा है पहले से. Question says a pattern is being followed to derive numbers using 2 out of the 6 numbers appearing on the faces of a dice having numbers 4 to 9 both inclusive. 2 such pairs yield 1, 0, 6 and 5, 2. What will be the third pair? Now, this is a question of coding decoding mixed with cubes. This is a question of coding decoding mixed with cubes. For better understanding, what I will do is, मैं थोड़ा इनको डार्क कर देता हूं. Numbers are 4 to 9, which are mentioned like this. So these are 3 dice, and he tells you that right. So he tells you that 6 numbers are there from 4 to 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He also tells you that these are the 3 views of that dice. 2 such pairs yield 1, 0, 6 and 5, 2. He says out of 6 numbers, we have picked pair of 2s. कौन से 2 हमें नहीं पता, but हमें ये पता है that we are getting the resultant as 106 and 52. God knows 106 मल्टीप्लाई करके आया उन नंबर्स को, ऐड करके तो आ ही नहीं सकता, स्क्वायर करके आ सकता है. अगर आप सोचे लॉजिकली तो नंबर्स 4 to 9 है. अगर आप 2 सबसे बड़े नंबर भी पिक करें 9 and 8, उनका प्रोडक्ट भी 72 होता है, उनका प्रोडक्ट भी 72 होता है, राइट? तो दैट मींस जो 4 और 9 वाले नंबर्स हैं उनमें से जो पेयरिंग की गई है इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ द डाइस, वो मल्टीप्लिकेशन नहीं है, वो सब्ट्रैक्शन नहीं है, वो एडिशन नहीं है. तो नाउ व्हाट विल वी ट्राई? विल ट्राई फॉर स्क्वायर्स. वी विल चेक कि कहीं से कोई स्क्वायर्स का हिसाब किताब बनता है कहीं पे. मींस अगर स्क्वायर्स के साथ कुछ पंगे ले तो क्या वी आर इन पोजीशन टू लैंड अपॉन टू द आंसर. सो व्हाट वी विल डू इज 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. दिस इज 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. I hope these are the squares. Now, what it tells us is that we are picking 2 numbers and the resultant is 106. We will check कि 106 किसी हिसाब किताब से बन सकता है. Have a look. Are we in position to get 106? Yes, I can. If I add 25 and 81, what is the total? That is 106. But what about 52? Is that working for 52 also? I will check. If I pick 36 and 16, what is their sum? 52. That means from this I am very much clear that which numbers he has picked for this, irrespective of the dice, irrespective of the dice. Now what next? I need to pick the rest of the numbers. What are the rest of the numbers? Rest of the numbers are 7 and 8. If I add them, I land up at that is 113. Do I have the option 113 in the question? Yes, I have got an option of 113 in the question. So that means in this question, dice are not at all required. You may use them to check that which number is lying to the opposite of the other because they are picked like that. But frankly speaking, that is not required. If you will handle this question intelligently, that we have got 106 and 52 as the resultant of 2 numbers, right? Then with slight hit and trial, we land up on this, that the pending 2 numbers are 7 and 8 and their total is 49 and 64. That means their sum should be 113, right? Chaliye. So with this, let's move on to the next question now. Answer is 113. फटाफट बताइए कितनों को clear है? Please show me some thumbs up and smiley so that I know that it is clear to you. फटाफट, quickly. Okay, Ronak. Okay, Ronak. I will do that. I will do that for IMO. Need not to worry. I will do that. And for all those who are watching, and अगर आपने अभी तक session like नहीं किया, तो do click the session, do click the like for the session, right? I repeat, we are moving on to the next question, probably. चलिए, next पे चलें. Yes, this is the conclusion. So the pair are 5 and 9. 5 square, 9 square, 106. And again, we have got 4, 6. Again, we have got 7 and 8. So that is 49 and 64 gives you 113. We are moving on to the next question now. So next question. He says Kashvi facing towards the rising sun turned to her left and walks for 60 meters. She then turned to the west and walked for 15 meters. Then she turned towards left at an angle of 45 degrees and reached 95 meters from her original position. How much total distance did she travel? Fine, quickly. सो दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ डायरेक्शन सेंस. क्वेश्चन ऑफ डायरेक्शन सेंस, थोड़ा सा पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगेगा और कुछ नहीं है, बट अ गुड क्वेश्चन. फटाफट बताइए क्या आंसर होगा इसका. डू लेट मी नो व्हाट द आंसर इज. I repeat, he says Kashvi facing towards rising sun. Rising sun means Kashvi is facing east. Kashvi is facing east. Right? Kashvi is facing east. अरे वाह, आंसर आने शुरू हो गए. चलिए, हेलो जॉन, हेलो. 170, we will check. चलिए देखिए, he says Kashvi is facing towards rising sun. That means Kashvi is facing east, facing this way. If she is facing this way, this is her left and this is her right. Right? Now what's the question? Facing towards the rising sun, turned to her left and walked for 60 meters. That means left turned this way 60 meters. So that means the diagram goes something like this, that we have got, this is the starting position, this is 60. Then he says she then turned to the west and walked for 15 meters. Then he says then she turned toward left at an angle of 45 degrees. At an angle of 45 degrees. Always measure the angle with your original direction. With your original direction. आप किस direction में जा रहे हैं उसी के accordingly. Right? Then he says then she turned towards the left at an angle of 45 degrees and reached 95 meters. This is 95. From the original position, how much total distance did she travel? उसका total distance क्या है? So a beautiful question and a beautiful diagram. Again, थोड़ा सा space problem है तो मैं दोबारा से वहां पे बना सकता हूं, but अभी पहले इसको complete कर लें. Right? Now if this is 60, this is 15, draw a line. This is also 60. This is 15. This pending one comes out to be 80. So if this is 80, this is 60, this length comes out to be 100. Why so? Because it is Pythagoras theorem. 60 square plus 80 square under the root. So 100 plus 15 plus 60. That gives you 175. That gives you 175. I will explain again. मैं दोबारा से explain करूंगा. देखिए ध्यान से. Answer 175 है. I hope yes. I've got diagram also, but चलिए. I will draw the diagram. ध्यान से देखिए. He says facing towards rising sun. So that means Kashvi is facing this way. She then moves to the left, travels 60. Then he says she then turns to the west and walks 15. Then he says then she turned towards left at an angle of 45 degrees. इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर ले समझने के लिए. 45 degree. This is 45 degrees. And she traveled how much? हमें पता नहीं. But she says she is at a distance of 95. Right? I hope now it is clear. The diagram is more clearer. This is 60, so draw a line. This is also 60. This is 15, so this is also 15. So this pending one is 80. This is 80. This is 60. You need to calculate this. This one. This with Pythagoras theorem is 80 square plus 60 square gives you 100. So this is 100. So what is the total distance? Total distance is 100 plus 15 plus 60. That is 175. I hope that is clear to all. सबको समझ आ गया? फटाफट we are moving towards the end. So फटाफट थोड़े से like and smiley मुझे बताइए ताकि मुझे clear हो कि आपको clear है. Quickly show me some smileys and some thumbs up so that it becomes clear to you and to me also. Fine. Okay, so I'm moving on to the next question, or probably we are moving on to the end also. And if you are watching the session and you have still not liked the session, do like that if you are gaining something out of it. Chali, I guess this will be the second last or the last question for the day. Fatafat. So what he says, in a certain code, 23 into 26 is 42, 11 into 15 is 19, then what is 32 into 16? What is 32 into 16? In a certain code, 23 into 26 is 42, 11 into 15 is 19, and what is 32 into 16? Fatafat बताइए क्या बनेगा? I repeat, 23 into 26 is 42 and 11 into 15 is 19. Then what is 32 into 16? NTSE stage 2 का क्वेश्चन है ये, पेपर में आ रखा है. Quickly. Okay, people are posting the answer now. Very good. 41. Okay, Vijaya, if your answer is correct, then post the Varun also. Okay, post your logic, Harsh. Post your logic. Why you are thinking that the answer is 41? I repeat, 23 into 26 gives you 42. 11 into 15 gives you 19. Then what is 32 into 16? Okay, very good. That's the right logic. ये logic किसने post किया? हर्ष ने post किया. Absolutely right. बिल्कुल सही है. बच्चे देखिए बहुत आसान question है ये. What is 23 plus 26? 23 plus 26 is 49. You subtract 7 from that, you land up at 42. 11 and 15. What is 11 plus 15? So that is 26. You subtract 7 from that, you land up at 19. 32 and 16. You add these, 32 and 16. So what's their total? That is 48. And you subtract 7 from that, you land up at 41. Very good. So was an easier question, but सबसे पहले हर्ष ने आंसर दिया, तो that's good, right? I hope that is clear to all of you. सबको ये clear हो गया अच्छे से, right? अरे thumbs up, smiley फटाफट, ताकि मुझे पता चले कि आपको clear है. Oh, minute and hour hand. बच्चे, I had covered the same concept in the previous session. अगर आप पिछले सेशन में देखेंगे NTSE वाले सेशन में, उसमें मैंने क्लॉक्स के कुछ कंसेप्ट कवर किए हैं, तो आपको अच्छे से वो समझ आ जाएंगे. फिलहाल के लिए let's see, we have got more question or we are moving on to the end part. The answer is 41. This is the logic which I was explaining. Probably we are moving on to the end of the session now. Okay, last question. Fine. So 3 out of the following 4 are similar in a particular way and hence form a group. Find the one that does not belongs to that group. Odd one out. Odd one out का question है. फटाफट solve करते हैं और end करते हैं session को. And I know one question is pending that I would be covering in the next class for sure with better explanation. Right? चलिए. And with more space. 3 out of the following. इन 4 नंबर में से कोई एक odd one out है. इन 4 नंबर में से कोई एक, अरे बाप रे, आंसर आ भी गया. Q plus 1. Awesome. Very good. So, great. What is this? This is 3 cube plus 1. What is this? This is 5 cube plus 1. What is this? 343. That is 7 cube plus 1. Right? What about that? This is 6 cube plus 2. That means which is the odd one? That is 218. Every number is the cube of a number plus 1. Always remember, odd one out is the one which is not following any particular property. Means a property is there in rest 3 but is missing in 1. That's why it is odd one out. It should not be like that there is a property which is there in 1 but is missing in others. No, that is not odd one out. Odd one out is a number or a you can say answer which is missing some property which is there in rest 3 of the options. Right? Chali, I hope that is clear, and now we can move on to the end of this session. Right, so that is the reason, and yes, we are moving on to the end. Be an NTSE scholar and thanks to all of you. Right, so हमने आज 8 या 9 क्वेश्चन कवर किए सिवाय एक क्वेश्चन के, and that I shall be covering in the next class for sure. Right, and if you are watching the recording, yeah, you can skip that question for a while. आपको समझ नहीं आने वाला वो question, right? Because I myself know that I required more space and more diagrams to explain. But for rest of the questions, I am sure you all must have enjoyed. You all must have learned good thing. Okay, and if you have not liked the session, do like that session and keep on visiting on Vedantu Olympiad School, because यहाँ पे बहुत कुछ चल रहा है. And if you are an NTSE aspirant, this is the best place for all of you to learn for all subjects, right? So bye for now, take care and keep on learning at Vedantu.